Well, don't have to think anymore because the internet has spoken and it is ready to
Oh,
receive us.
Anthony!
And it has received us. It is.
Oh my God.
We are alive.
You son of a bitch.
Yes. So, what it do?
That was me throwing things at you.
Oh man. Ugh.
Keebler, in my heart, I will always be a native of the flag behind me. The most beautiful city on earth, CLE. But I'm coming to you live from LAS, and I couldn't be happier to be here. I'm sitting far away, but still somehow across from my homie, behind all the switches, the man who makes posts, the man who puts the production together, young Anthony.
Yes. So, speaking of production, the power just cut out, so you went out for a second.
The power at your place?
Yeah, power went out. Or I don't know, if, I don't, but yeah, like the power went out. We were still streaming, so they saw nothing and heard nothing. They heard like the Cleveland, blah 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 blah. So you're there. You go. That's what
That's
happened.
okay. That's okay. They know my heart. They don't need to hear every word.
It's pure.
They know my heart, Anthony.
Your heart is
So,
pure.
Anthony, what it do?
It does. It does a lot. Uh,
It does a lot.
it does a lot. It does a lot right now. It's doing a lot. Just
It always does.
yeah, killing myself. I guess I don't know if I've been sick or if I had allergies the whole week, but yeah, I've been dealing with that and also trying to do jiu-jitsu and work out, and it's probably the worst idea. But I beat the sickness. I beat it with.
Yeah.
I beat it like the last day. I beat and like today. Like I beat the workout. I came in. I worked hard. I hawked up a bunch of loogies. I
Oh yeah.
I did everything. I did everything except for rowing backwards. Everything else, jump rope backwards, one foot, other foot, double jump backwards, aerodyne bike backwards. Don't know how to go forward because I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's weird how you get on the bike and backwards is how you start going.
It's like I think because that's my I think somewhere in my brain when I heard that like running backwards is way harder than running forwards, I just thought about that for the rest of my life, and I was like, oh, if I get really good at running backwards, then my cardio should be amazing.
I mean, that's one strategy, right?
Yeah, like it's like
Just do what they're not doing.
well, I mean, like they like that's how they do. That's how I can't remember. That's how Ann Wolf did road work. I don't know who she did road work with, but she'd have a truck and put it in reverse with a bag on it and make that person hit the bag going backwards for like miles.
Now let's make sure that people are caught up on who Ann Wolf is. Can you tell the audience about Ann Wolf, the boxer?
I know nothing about her.
You son of a
I
bitch!
know nothing about Ann Wolf.
You're breaking out stories about how she trains and shit, and you're like, oh, that's about it. That's what I know.
That's all I know. Yeah, that's all I know. I know nothing about Ann Wolf, but I know she's some type of no. That's don't know how to spell Ann either because I looked up. I don't know. Ann Wolf boxer. I'm just gonna keep going. And with
Is she an N with an E?
no double N's.
It's always double N's.
A no, it's just A and N. That's it.
You son of a bitch. It's always double N's. That's not the question.
Yeah.
The question is, are you an N with an E? And she's not?
No, but her last name ends with an E. Wolfie.
Ah, so she's a wolf with an E.
Yes.
But every wolf has an E. Otherwise, you're weird. Or native, right?
Or you're an actual
If your
dog.
name is Ann Wolf and there's no E, it means you have red skin and long hair.
Or you're just a dog. You're just an animal. They just knew you. They just knew it. Like your family was with an E, and then you were born. They just cut off the E because they knew you were a savage, and that's what happened. But not
You know what?
what?
There's another possibility, Anthony,
What?
of what the natives could have looked like.
Could it look like black people?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Did you watch Rogan?
I did not.
So Rogan had this dude on, this black dude named Hotep Jesus.
Oh
right?
yeah, I see that. No, see, stop already. First of all, I could not listen to anything he said because his name is Hotep Jesus. All right, now I do not believe that his mama named him Hotep Jesus. I'm gonna stop you right there. So I couldn't like I
Well,
can't.
he doesn't. All right, so I don't really agree with everything this dude says. He's got some 5%er Nation of Islam type shit going on in some of his belief systems, right? But Hotep Jesus is like a nickname gimmick. Like he has a
Okay.
real name and he mentioned it multiple times.
Oh, okay. When I saw Hotep Jesus, I'm like, and I saw he was a black dude with
That's
dreads.
not why he's a weirdo.
Yeah,
He's
no.
a weirdo for other reasons.
Okay.
But even though, they start on some weird shit where he's basically on The Secret. He's on everything that I don't like about black people, basically. Like
I know
everything that
I
I
know
do
nothing
not
about
like
this.
about what black people put out on social media, he was about, right?
Like
But then they
kings,
got to the
queens.
part about the slave trade.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, he has a fucking point. And I've seen these documentaries that I'm so racist when I sound so racist because I'll just say like that black people, but I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about like woke black people,
Yeah.
like the kind of people that'll be like, eat this bean pie, and why would you poison yourself with the white man's water? You got to put crystals in your water. Like that's what I'm fucking talking about. I'm not talking about every black person in America.
Wait,
I'm talking about a very fringe group of black people who piss me the fuck off and think they represent everybody and call themselves something that is extraordinarily arrogant. They call themselves conscious and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean woke?
Like well, they dumbed it down to woke.
Gotcha.
But this is a whole lineage that we're conscious, we're awake, we woke.
I'm learning some stuff I never learned before.
Like everybody else is asleep. Like, do you understand what you're saying?
I guess
Because I don't agree with your fucking politics. I'm asleep. I'm some kind of fucking dummy. Are you sure? So since I don't agree with a lot of the things he said, when he started talking about the slave trade, I had a very negative reaction, instinctual. And like, I think it's just because of the way that I was educated. Anyone that says something against what you were taught, you automatically start to dismiss. And then you can just let it work on your heart a little bit. So about 2 minutes into their conversation, I was like, oh, I can't even accept that this is a possibility because it was driven into my head. And very rarely will I use phrases like white supremacy. But this was one of those times where I felt like maybe there is a great deal of white supremacy in my brain too. Because like the thought that blacks had votes seemed absurd. But
Right.
it can't be absurd. Like, motherfuckers are building pyramids and shit. There were boats. Like, there's depictions of boats. I've
Right.
seen them myself.
Right.
Why am I so shocked that motherfucker can have a boat? And if everything is correct and you start in the fucking ocean, you'll
Mhm.
end up in the Caribbean if you leave from Africa.
Right.
And so it's not absurd to think that possibly there were people that looked more like me and you who were here when they got here.
There's nothing absurd about that either.
It's not super absurd.
No.
But when I first heard the notion that was a theory that some people believe, I was like, that is dumb as fuck. And then I was like, wait a second, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's really not dumb as fuck. And there's a lot of other things that I would happily believe. Like, I would happily believe that this or that, like the Sphinx is older than they say it is.
Mhm.
Or that the things in South America are older than they say they are. I would happily believe that. But there's no one that I picture that looks exactly like me in their story. Because I was educated that way.
Right.
And so it was difficult to permeate my mind, especially since it was being spoken by a person who, in general, I think is really brilliant in their lane and dumb as fuck and super committed outside of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it when you're really committed to your stupid shit. I don't like it. Like, especially when it's that woke ass black shit. Like, I fucking hate it. I think it hurts people more than it helps them. And like, I'm looking at a race of people who are on the verge of becoming a permanent underclass in the country where they live. And I only want helpful ideas. I don't want anything that is detrimental to people. And I think a lot of those ideas from woke people are detrimental as fuck. So it was a bad messenger, but I mean, I don't think it's as edgy as I thought it was when they started talking.
Right.
It seems like it's like it, but when someone says it with that tone, like they always say dumb shit. They always say like, well, the original man, we brought you this technology. We brought you running water. You were in the mountains in a cave. It was the Moors who brought you the education. But when you start using this dumb motherfucking cadence, I can't hear the things you're saying anymore, and I want to beat the fuck out of you. Like, that's how I feel.
Right.
Like, that's how I feel. Now, maybe that's still some of that fucking, like, knock your brother down shit that got pushed into me somewhere, right? Like, maybe that's true. Who knows? Or maybe I just don't fucking like people that talk like that.
Right.
Maybe if you tell me that you're conscious, I want to strip away your consciousness from you. Like, maybe that's the quickest way to get unconscious near me, is to say that you're conscious. You tell me you're woke, I'm going to put you to sleep. Like, that's my general stance.
I mean,
I'm woke. Oh, you were? Until you told me that. Until you told me how woke you were. No, look how my arm fits naturally around your neck. Like a scarf. Like a tiny brown scarf around your neck. Feel the feeling of the blood slowing down and then stopping as the walls close in and you fall asleep. Maybe forever.
maybe. But
no, I don't want to catch a case, Anthony.
Exactly.
I'm going to put you down gently. I'm going to make sure you don't get any wrinkles in your dashiki.
There you
I'm
go.
going to put your bean pie in a safe place. I'm going to make sure that all your Nation of Islam literature is still in a stack. I'm not going to fuck your shit up, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not. This is my thing. I'm not a fan of what's the holiday? That's Kwanzaa. I'm not a fan of Kwanzaa.
Well, Kwanzaa is not a real holiday.
Exactly.
It's not from real culture. They took Swahili and they were like, we need something for us. And so they took 8 notions from eight ideas, used the translation for those words in Swahili, right? Like Amani is just faith.
Oh, that was a hot black girl.
It often is.
Yeah, it is.
You know what's not a hot black girl?
What? Faith?
Kunga Chalalia, or whatever the fuck
I
it is.
thought you were gonna say Faith. It's like Faith's not a hot.
Faith's
not a hot black girl either.
That's the word for self-determination.
Gotcha.
And isn't it funny that it's super hard to say in Swahili? That's my racist joke for the day. And I'm sorry. That's a good one. It's not a closer. It's not a closer by any means. But that's a solid joke. If you don't like that joke, you can go fuck your mom.
I wouldn't use it as an opener either. I wouldn't use it as an opener either. I wouldn't use that either.
No, it's just a little aside.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the middle.
Isn't it strange?
Yeah.
Kunga is very hard to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
It means self-determination in reference to black people.
Right.
And somehow it's just very difficult to say out loud.
Well, all I'm going to say is this. I didn't trust that man when I first saw his name. Because Hotep Jesus, I'm like, no. I don't believe this. Sounds like some culty nonsense.
I try not to judge people like that. Like,
no, I do. Because who called you that? Did you call yourself that, or did somebody else call you that?
No, some dude on the internet did, and he thought it was clever and went with it.
See, the one guy said it.
Like some dude was trying to burn him. Like, what do you think you are? Some kind of Hotep Jesus? And he was like,
Yes.
yeah, nigga, I'm fucking Hotep Jesus.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I'm like, no, sir. No,
but he makes his money in things that are real. So like that's why I was willing to listen to him. Like if he was like, oh yeah, I just sell books about how to be cooler and blacker, I'd be like, where's this dude live? I'm gonna go to your house and I'm gonna slap you in your shit and then we're gonna see what's really good. But he makes his money in tech. Like he makes his money by building businesses and doing real shit. So you can have weirdo beliefs as long as you're doing real shit. It means that on some level you're still very much engaged in the real world and you have to do real things.
Yeah.
So like you can have your weird beliefs and still function, then I'll listen to you. If you're making your living off your dumb ideas, then I think you're just taking advantage of people and you have either excellent marketing abilities or an excellent marketer behind you.
Yeah.
And I don't need to fuck with you if that's all you have. Like lots of people have marketing. I don't need you.
Yeah. Also, I was gonna ask the question is like, how come nobody's complaining about white people like having crystals? That's my thing. I wanted to hear. I haven't heard that outrage yet.
You think nobody's complaining about white people and crystals?
I would think that's like number one thing you hear about.
Nigga, I have so many Sedona jokes and fucking like. I mean, every girl who has one dreadlock has a crystal in her hair somewhere else. Like that's a fact. Other facts about crystals. If you have more than one Carlos Castaneda book, you You are the owner of multiple crystals.
Interesting.
That's a fact. What else? If you've ever been to more than 5 drum circles, like maybe you went to a few just to get laid, right? Because that girl with that one dreadlock and that little crystal in her hair, like, she might have a dumb haircut, but she's hot as fuck. She's very nice and she loves sex, right? Like, I understand why you ended up at the fucking acro yoga meetup. Like, I get it. Like, Jennifer's hot as fuck. Respect. However, one day you're gonna be like, what am I doing in this Jetta with this dumb bitch? I can just hop out. I don't really need to fuck Jennifer anymore. Jennifer in the Jetta, you can go fuck herself. And all of her dumb ideas and her fucking veganism and all this other shit that I have to deal with just to fuck this incredible girl. There's probably cool girls that aren't vegans. There's probably cool girls that don't have lots of dumb ideas. Huh.
Yeah. Well, now I'm educated.
Somebody might be going through that right now, Anthony.
Yeah. I said, well, I'm educated about it, so now I know. I understand it. Nah, I had no idea about this nonsense going on.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I kind of stay away from that nonsense. It's only my nonsense allowed in my bubble. Otherwise, you're not allowed in.
I understand, and that's the right thing to do. But I think in my like late teens and early 20s, I was like really attracted to that hippie girl archetype, and so I have more of that nonsense in my life. You know?
Yeah, you do. I'm not a big fan of dirty feet, so there you go.
Well, jujitsu and hippies—that's a lot of dirty feet.
It is, but usually, like, you know, I don't have to worry about it because it's like, oh, I have to whoop you. So you put your feet on me, I get to whoop you for doing that. Or if I see,
Oh no, it's just like, look, bitch, when you walk in my room, there's a towel with some fucking alcohol on it. You're gonna walk on that towel. You're gonna wipe your feet before you get into my bed.
No, that's an animal. That is an animal. If you have to suggest that to somebody, that's an animal.
No, this is for everyone. It's not because she has dirty feet.
That's an animal.
It's because you're not me.
You're an animal. That's an animal.
Look, anyone that's not me has to be basically sterilized before they get into my bed.
I understand that.
Like, if you haven't taken a shower in the last 30 minutes, you're going to take a shower when you get to my house. Like, that's how I function.
That's
When
understandable.
you walk in my room, you're going to make sure that you're as clean as you've ever been in your life.
Yes.
That's how I like people. I like it when they're clean when they get to me, so I can make them dirty and disgusting when they leave. And then they can.
When I'm done with you.
Yeah. Otherwise, the before and after pictures aren't that awesome, Anthony.
Exactly.
Like, don't be showing up here in no motherfucking sweatpants with a ponytail either. Like, you better put some effort into your look. So I'm gonna put some effort into destroying it.
There you go.
Like,
the man has spoken.
I have. These are facts.
These are the facts of the facts.
I've been fucking around acting like they're not facts. You know, fucking around acting like, oh no, it's whatever. Nah, dude, these are facts.
This is the real. This is the real. This is the
You know what's
real.
gonna be really funny? When I put on these guys, look how tiny these guys are.
I didn't even think. Oh wow, they're just basically like. You might as well go swimming in those. Those are sungas.
They are. That's exactly what they are. They're straight from Brazil.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah. They're a Brazilian company.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sunga. That's what it's called. And it's got a cool cut. So like a lot of times when you get a Speedo that's like boy cut in America, it ends up actually like all right, so you see, let me put this joint down for a second. Let's educate the people on how these trunks work. So you can see the bottom of the trunk and the top of the trunk.
Yeah.
So you can see the general shape. You see that there's like a curvature that reminds you kind of a brief.
Yeah.
Like a pair of tighty whities, right? So when you would put them on, you would expect them to read like a pair of tighty whities, but they don't. They read like boy shorts that are pushing your dick to a nice spot.
Yeah. It's like they're putting them to a point.
Like, but it's not weird.
Right.
It's like, it's literally like, it's a nice presentable spot where
Right.
It doesn't look like you're trying to show your dick off, but it's not in the way of anything. It's not like going down your leg.
Yeah. And it's
Right?
It's also not going to come out
And
either.
most importantly, every dude has done this guy right here, where you have to like reach into your brief and kind of pop it out.
Yeah.
That brief pop.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary. The cut makes it so that it cannot go into that crevice.
There you go.
So, why do I have these, Anthony?
There's a lot of reasons why, but I mean, I'll let you tell the one that you think is the most appropriate for the viewers.
Oh, there's only one reason I have these.
To go swimming.
I wouldn't spend money on trunks.
Oh, you're asking me why you would have? I guess I misheard the question. I thought it was why would I wear these or what would I wear them for? But it's not. That's not
That
the question.
too. Why would I have these?
That's not.
What would I wear them for?
Well, you're a big
Where would I be taking my tiny little Zungas?
to the beach.
No,
Where are you taking them?
it's an unlikely place. It's not the place that you would think I would be taking them. I'm taking them to one of the most famous strip clubs in the world, Anthony. That's where I'm taking them.
That is exactly.
And why, you might ask, Anthony?
Are you dancing?
I will be dancing at some point, I'm sure.
There you go.
Maybe at many points. But most importantly, I will be at Sapphire next Saturday. Miss Jessica I is hosting a pool party and the fights at the strip club. And I've been invited to participate in the pool party and the fight party. So in order to properly participate, Zungas. And so Jess, when she accepted this, went online and found shorts and trunks and bathing suits for all of us that she wanted to see us in, right? And so like she was excited for all of our stuff. So Casey's shorts came, Casey put on his shorts. We're all like, oh, Casey's shorts. And then like Jess put on her suit. We're like, oh. And I was like, so then my suit came in the mail today.
Yeah.
And I put it on. And as soon as I walked around the corner, she popped for it. She was like, oh, it's perfect. So funny. So we're going to have the best time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We've been having a good time. Like today, training was awesome. We got up early and she did a session with a few of the pros from Extreme that we're becoming homies with a couple people and training like outside of the scheduled classes. And this was one such occasion. And really good drilling. Everybody looks awesome. We have a visitor in town who's like a multiple-time national wrestling champion. And so he was in that class too. He's hanging out at the house for the next few days. He's fucking cool.
Young Blackie or different person?
Say again?
Young black man or a different person?
Oh no, a completely different person.
No, completely different person.
Yeah. We have an abundance of national champions. Like we can just grab national champions whenever we need one.
There you go.
Yeah, so that shit's rad. And then we went to the PI and got no. I'm telling the story improperly. So after they trained, I saw a black belt who I really respect, this dude named Chad Lyman. And Chad's been a black belt for a long time. He's also a Las Vegas police officer. He's been that for a long time. And he's got time in, like he knows what dead people look like and he knows what it's like when a dead person becomes dead when you're there. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a gnarly guy and he's super nice. And I was like, that's the kind of motherfucker I love training with. Like people that have like real life, real world experiences. And so we trained for like an hour, just me and him in a cage. There was a gi class going on. We went no gi for an hour straight, but we went like grown-ups do, right? Like old dudes do. Start out, play, then you pick it up a little bit, then you bring it down a bit, then you pick it up, and then at the end you peak and then you stop. Right. It was super awesome. And then after that, I met everybody for lunch at the PI. And dude, I can't express enough what an amazing resource that place is. Like, I ate so much food for like $10. It was so good. Nice. And then we had a lift with Bo, who's a trainer there, who I have a deep amount of respect for. And Bo shocked my life. Like, Bo's been on my Instagram. So if you don't know who Bo is, he's the handsome man in the beard. Except for today, he shaved his beard completely off. And like when someone goes from like, I have a very, very pronounced beard, and that's all you've ever seen them in, not like, oh, it's been a long time, but I've never seen your face before, to like a person walks opens the door, looks at me and goes, hey, Darren. And I'm like, oh, Bo! Like it took me a good second and a half to
Yeah.
realize that I already knew this man and really liked him. I was like, holy shit, you look like a completely different good-looking person, you
Right.
motherfucker. Like, like you can just do that?
Exactly.
You're a man of many faces and they're all good?
Many faces and all sexy times.
Like, I don't have these
Yes.
luxuries. I have 2 looks. That's it. I have 2 looks. I'm not going to discuss them. But I have 2 looks. That's it. Those are my both looks. And
He's wearing one of
if I
them
go
right
outside
now.
of them,
He's wearing,
shit gets dicey.
he's wearing one of them right now, people.
That's not really true. It's actually like the bum version of one of them right now. It's the bum version right now.
It's the scragglier.
Yeah. And then I got into the sauna, almost passed out, and then I chilled.
There you go.
Right. And so now we're doing something tonight that is extraordinarily exciting to me, Anthony.
What is it?
You know what I've always wanted to do, Anthony?
That's a lot of things you've always wanted to do. So I don't know what the number one thing is.
Well, it's not sexual.
All right. Well, it's not. Okay, that wasn't the one I expected because you said we're going to do this. You meant there's other people involved, so I assumed that.
That's correct. That's a good assumption.
So
because I'm not about that group activity, Anthony.
So I'm thinking that it's either like something to do with like guns, where you you select a wide variety of weaponry with a professional, and let off rounds. That's my first guess. My second guess would be something to do with like really nice food.
There was really nice food. I had that earlier this week. We had the Wagyu.
See, so
Dude, have you had the Wagyu?
Nope.
You know when people are like, "Oh, it like melts in your mouth."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you eat something that's supposed to melt in your mouth, and you have to chew it, and
Yeah.
it's not melting in your mouth.
Yeah.
Wagyu melts in your fucking mouth. Like, for real. So, Wagyu at the restaurant, you could get 2 ounces of Wagyu for $36.
Right.
In a lot of places, the fucking ribeye is 32. Like, in good places, the ribeye is about 50.
Yes.
2 ounces over $30.
Was it worth it?
Fuck yes.
There you go. That's all that matters.
It was the coolest experience I've ever had in my mouth.
There you go.
The Wagyu took me to a place that was religious.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost sexual. And all right, it was religious in the sense where it was mystical.
Okay.
Like I couldn't believe it was happening.
Gotcha.
And it was sexual in the sense that it was sexual like your first time having sex. Not like you're not fucking. You're in that moment where you're like, oh my God, I'm fucking.
Yeah. I get it.
That's what it's like. That's what it's like to eat this beef.
Yeah, no.
I highly suggest it.
Okay. Let me take
what I'm doing.
Hold on, wait. Let me get my last guess. I gotta think about this hard. So we said, if you're not doing any stripping until next weekend, it's not food.
I never said I was stripping.
Whatever.
I said I was dancing.
Whatever. Gun related.
At a strip club.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm guessing you're gonna drive really fast cars. That's my last guess.
No, but now I feel like a fucking mark for not doing that.
Yeah.
Anthony, it has long been my dream to put myself in a scenario of a horror movie and see what would happen.
Oh, are you going to one of those places that don't let you stop? They don't let you tap out? Oh, that let you.
So there's a thing that I've done before.
Yeah.
Called an escape room.
Okay.
And it's not like a horror scenario, in my opinion. It's more just like a puzzle. Because it's set up in a way, I think, to help you make money where you're not going to necessarily induce serious panic attacks and shit.
Right.
But what if you were an escape room in a horror scenario?
Are you going to California?
Oh no,
Oh, there's one here in Las
I live in
Vegas.
Las Vegas, dog.
I understand that, but there's one where it's like torture. Like they're basically like waterboard you.
I know about that. I
Yeah.
know about that.
Yeah.
I know about that. And we'll see how this one goes. Cause that's black belt shit.
Yeah.
Aren't they allowed to like cut you?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's black belt shit. No,
Okay.
I'm still white belchy.
Okay.
I'm going to a Saw themed escape room,
Awesome.
and I'm super pumped about it. But now that you mentioned the one where they can cut you, it sounds like I'm doing complete faggotry, and I fucking hate you, Anthony.
Yes.
I fucking hate you.
That brings a smile to my face.
I hate you.
But
I
I think you'll be fine.
Yes?
I think you'll be fine. I really I'm not too. This one I think you'll be fine. I don't know. I don't even know anything about it, but I'm not.
think no matter what, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I've been doing all kinds of things that I thought was never like possible for me to do.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of shit right now.
Yeah.
Like
This
for real.
this
Like,
one, yeah.
and that doesn't mean that I'll do anything dumb.
Right.
Like when someone's like, I'm not scared of anything, that doesn't mean I'll put a gun in my mouth and pull the trigger. That's not intelligent. Right?
Correct.
Fear is about a lack of presence. So like something could be happening right now and I can avoid it, get the fuck out the way. That doesn't mean I was afraid of it. Because I dealt with it when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm like, this may happen, so I avoid the situation. That has happened to me in the past, so I avoid some situation. That's a demonstration of fear. But just as something approaches you, get the fuck out the way is not fear. That's like normal fucking intelligence and survival, right?
Yeah.
So when I say I'm not afraid, it doesn't mean you won't see me flinch or move or duck. It means that if something's not present, it's out of my mind. So I'm not worried. I'm gonna go through that thing. I'm gonna win. Even if I do it by my goddamn self.
Do they like chain you up? You gotta get out of this room first.
I don't know what they do, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know shit. I just want to get there. Like I think when you know stuff, you start plotting.
Yeah.
And when you start plotting, you start thinking you know what's up. Your mind gets caught in a linear spot. And I'm not gonna be linear in there, Anthony. I'm gonna be fucking.
You gonna be a ninja? You gonna be doing that Nate Diaz ninja stuff?
You already know.
American Ninja.
You already know. Anthony,
Darren.
do you have any MMA or jiu-jitsu news?
I do. So
There should definitely be jiu-jitsu news because the motherfucking American Nationals are happening right now.
Yes.
And it's kind of news that it's not news. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And shout out to the girls from Hose and Kimonos. I think they got second in their division for.
I saw that.
Nogi.
2 silvers.
2 silvers.
Shout out to the girls from Hose and Kimonos.
Hose and Kimonos. Awesome girls. Yeah, I don't really know anything about that. What's going on with that other than that? But MMA wise,
You're like, all I know is that the Hose and Kimonos got silver.
that's all
And
I
like
care about.
honestly, I don't even know anything about them, but I feel a kindred spirit,
Right.
like spirit to them.
Right.
Because if I were a girl, I'd be a hoe in a kimono. Like I'd be one of those girls. I'd be like, oh my god, there's a thing called Hose and Kimonos. Where do I sign?
Exactly. I'm all
I want to
about
be in Hose and Kimonos.
make it a squad.
I want to be an honorary hoe. We need to contact them,
Need to.
let them know what I do,
Yes.
and see if I can get down.
Yes.
I mean, I wonder if they're still here. They're probably in Vegas right now.
Yeah, they actually. I think they are.
I should be like, look, I'm a black belt.
Let's
I follow
see.
you guys.
Instagram.
I fuck with y'all. I want to be an honorary hoe. How do we make this happen? How do we make this official?
Hose and Kimonos. Can you give me? Is it like just like a club I gotta sign up to?
Yeah,
Is it like,
because I will.
Do I gotta do, like pledge
And
my
trust me,
allegiance?
I'm a fucking hoe.
You have to slash a condom open.
Sir. I want to be an honorary hoe. And
Yeah.
I don't think that's too much to ask.
You have to slash a condom
And I have
open.
things to offer. Whatever they need, dude. They need like an instructional that's like cool and funny.
Yeah.
I'll hook them up with one of those in exchange for being a hoe.
Yeah. There you go.
If they want, I don't know, slutty pictures. I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever needs to be done.
Whatever evidence they need. Proof that I am a black belt and a hoe.
Yes. That's always good.
That's all it should take, right?
Really, that's all.
Are you proficient in jiu-jitsu?
Yes.
Yes. Are you a hoe?
Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
I'm
That's all.
good.
I'm
You are
good.
Havana Komodo.
You have passed the test. You are now a full member.
It shouldn't be that big of a deal. But if there's a ritual, I'm down.
You got it. Ah, this is so fucked up. I'm gonna just stop myself. Anyway,
You
so
edited yourself? Was
yes,
that self-editing?
it was just one of those things where I realized, like, I don't know. It's just like it just shows how like damaged as a person I am by just like saying it. So I was like, no, it's okay. I say enough things. So anyway, what is happening though this weekend is Minneapolis. Francis Ngannou, Junior Dos Santos. A lot of drama happening with that fight. You know, Francis like, I don't believe you got a black belt, dude. Where's your black belt? I don't believe in your black belt jiu-jitsu nonsense. I don't even think you're a real black belt. Junior's like, I don't really care what you think. I'm gonna knock you out anyway.
Well,
Playing some
you
mind
might
games.
be right. So, like, all right, now why would he say something like that?
Mind games.
Maybe.
I'm
Or
not,
maybe, here's the thing. Here's the thing about this game.
I'm not seeing.
And I'm not going to get too deep into this.
Okay. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
No, nothing's true. You don't even know what I'm talking about yet.
I'm gonna have my own thoughts in my head.
And
Mike.
you know why you don't know? Look, this is what I'm saying. This is
Okay.
what I'm fucking saying. You know why you don't know what I'm about to say?
Okay.
Because I don't fucking talk about shit that I shouldn't fucking talk about. That's
exactly.
why. And this culture, this MMA culture,
Mm-hmm.
is a fucking sewing circle full of fucking bitches who can fight well. Like, dudes who are very, very tough and have a lot more in common with their fucking auntie at a bingo table and the way that they interact with other people than they do with the stoic kind of fucking heroes that they think they look up to from their dumbass mythologies and Marvel videos. Like, you are not like your heroes. You're like your fucking aunties. All you loose lip cunts. Every single one of you. Like, everywhere we go, I hear people talking.
Ooh.
Everywhere we go, someone telling something about somebody else. And that's why they get to the press conference and they're like, I don't think you're a real black belt. Because some other dumb cunt said, you know what? I fucked that dude up one day. I don't think he's a real black belt. And then you say, yeah, you know, oh yeah. Well, that's what I heard. And now you have shit to talk about.
Dang.
It's better when you make it a truly personal issue. Or when you just make it about personalities.
Right, like I'm gonna fuck your
But
wife.
when you start saying that shit, you just start exposing the fact that it's a sewing circle and that you're a bunch of fucking cunts in it. Like, and I don't know why I'm so fired up about that, Anthony. Not for any reason in particular. Certainly wasn't anything that fucking upset me this week, Anthony.
Of course not. What could have accepted you this week?
No, I'm not fucking going into it. What I'm
okay.
saying is, what I said. Bunch of fucking sewing circle gossiping cunts in this game who are just very skilled at violence.
Yes.
But like, how did you get that skill and why? You got these skills because you're more like your auntie than you are like Achilles. You are more like your fucking cousin who fucking talks shit at church than you are like Thor. So go fuck yourself. You know who you are, all of you. You all know who you are.
Well, Thor's kind of a
in
little.
that locker room, loose as fuck. Next to a mat, loose lipped as fuck. On the internet, loose as fuck. Talking to whoever you want to talk to in the bar. All you motherfuckers. Like, what is it difficult? Is it difficult to not talk about people so much?
No, it's not difficult, but it is.
So there's an idea in religion.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that the Jews, the Hebrews, you know, the forgotten tribe or the lost tribe, whatever the fuck they're calling themselves, like, they have an idea called Loshen Hora, right? Where you just don't speak badly about other people. And that's some Old Testament shit. So, you know, that should apply to the fucking Christians and the Muslims. And I see a lot of dudes with crosses. This Loshen Hora all up in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
dog.
man, they be lotioning them whores. That's what happens. You can't be
Saying
lotioning
all kinds of
whores.
shit about other people.
Yeah,
like, it is best to talk about ideas and events. It is not a good idea to talk about people. It's okay, man. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's just not a good idea. Because when you start talking about people, there's a slippery slope between a real analysis and some cunty bullshit. It's difficult. It's a slippery slope. It is best to talk about ideas and events.
Yes.
Be cautious of people who talk about people constantly. Be cautious of those people. It's a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing. It leads to dangerous environments, especially with people who are from honor cultures, whether culturally or sport-wise. When you talk about people and they hear you talk about people, people have emotional responses to that shit, and things can get dicey. I mean, look at Conor and Khabib.
Yes.
So it's like, how far do you want to take this sewing circle shit? Like, you could say the wrong shit to people that I care about on the wrong day and end up with a gun in your mouth. Like, that could happen in real life.
Right.
I'm not talking about my roommates. I'm talking about just anyone that I know. There are several people in my life who I care about who, if you said the wrong thing on the wrong day, like, things have to converge. It's not just every day they're walking around ready to put a gun in your mouth. I don't hang out with people that are like that. That's complete psychopath.
Right.
But I do love some people who are on the verge of that shit.
Yeah.
And usually, the person with the bad idea and the person with the bad attitude don't meet at the perfect time for anybody to lose their life. But sometimes they do. So watch what you fucking say out here. And watch how you fucking say it. And that goes for all of you cunts, no matter what job you have. Anthony.
Yes. So let's continue with the card.
Sure.
All right.
Let's be honest here. I don't give a Frenchman's fuck about most of this card.
Okay.
I would like to see the people who train in the room that I train in succeed.
Okay.
So that's only a few people. So you will say a fight, and I might say pass.
Gotcha.
Because I don't give a fuck.
All right. So I'm gonna assume the top of the card is a pass.
I don't know. Is it?
Francis Ngannou versus Junior Dos Santos.
Ngannou trains in the room that I train in.
So are you?
I want Francis to win that fight.
Okay, there you go.
I want him to come back and talk about math to little kids. He's a scary dude, but every time I see him talk to little kids, he's like, "What's 7 times 7?" He's always giving them math problems and shit.
He's a dad. He's one of those African dads. That's exactly what he is.
I'm just telling you what I've seen.
He's an African dad. He's exactly what it is. It doesn't matter who he is.
And
like,
see, that's an example of talking about a person without talking about a person. Do you
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing.
It's not fucking hard.
It's a good thing. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with being an African dad. It's just like a stereotype.
You know what he really does?
Right.
Like people are so quick to have that tone.
He's a monster.
You know what I heard?
He's a monster.
Oh shit. Yeah, so I'd like to see Ngannou win that fight. For
All right.
sure. By KO. Something dramatic.
Yes. I thought I was like, oh man, he's gonna start submitting dudes. So that's what I thought he's gonna say. It's like, oh man, I'm trying to bait him into a takedown so I can get. It's like, dude's gonna be working my leg lock game. It's like Francis Ngannou got a leg lock game now. So
Well, I can't confirm or deny that.
I know, but I think it's funny that just when that whole incident happened, I was just like, oh man, that dude's gonna start leg locking dudes. As soon as he said that shit, he's like, yeah man, I don't believe in your black belt. And what if Junior was like, hey,
Wouldn't that be funny?
if he just takes him down, he's like, I'm gonna leg lock him. I'll be like, oh, that'd be hilarious. I would love that. That would be like just the most anticlimactic match ever. Everybody would just get up and then everybody would just be like, what happened? The world is over. But let's move on. So Formiga versus Benavidez. This is basically the clear.
Let's go, Joe.
This is the calling. I'm sorry. This is the calling.
Dude, I love Joey Benavidez.
I believe that, but this is the calling. This weight class is the calling. This is. It's like,
Look,
if you have 12 people that can only fight each other, only 12 people, it's the calling. It's like who can survive. This is literally the calling. It's like who can live the longest. So basically, it's like if you win, your job is safe. If you lose, you better go look at ONE FC or Ryzen or somebody else. Go fight those little Asian dudes.
that's essentially it.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're putting this weight class out to pasture.
Yeah.
Joey Benavidez, and I want him to finish him, but I mean, Formiga's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they fought before. Am I wrong?
I do not think you're wrong, and if
I feel like Mr. Benavidez said that to me.
And I believe, let's see, Joseph.
Have they fought twice?
Let's look it up real quick, cause internet. You know what? Let's just not do the internet. Let's just.
And perhaps that's the problem with the division. Like, all right, so these are guys who have definitely fought once, who might be fighting for the third time. And that's not being used in any of the marketing. They're like avoiding that story. If Conor was to fight Nate, they'd be talking about how it's the rubber match. So that makes me feel like maybe Joey beat this dude twice. Why don't we know if it's the third fight or not? I feel like,
Because it's so long ago. You gotta find
oh yeah,
you gotta find it. It was like I see 2013 was the first time he was I know it was the most recent time he beat him. And let me see. Jesus Christ, I don't even have the date. You gotta go look it up in the Rolodex. Let me just go look up. Let me look him up on Wikipedia.
all right. So he did beat him twice.
Well, he beat him once so far. As far as I know, once. I don't know about the second. I don't know about the other time. I'm still looking. This dude's
All right, so maybe I made that up.
but he definitely did beat him. Let's see.
But I don't think they've even spoken about how this is a rematch. I feel like they haven't spoken about it at all. And it's because they want to bear this fucking weight class, which sucks. Because Joy Benavidez is a fucking king. What is he, number 2 in the world?
I believe he's number 1, actually. No, number 2, yeah, number 2.
What the fuck?
Number 2.
Number 2, I was right?
Yeah, number 2, yeah. Formiga's number 1.
Okay, so he can beat this dude and be the number 1 contender.
Yeah.
Like, they should be talking about this fight a lot, and they're not talking about it at all.
Yeah, because you want to know why? Because you ain't going to see Henry till, like, next year. Nobody cares.
Is he fucked up?
Yeah, I think he's got some issues with his body. Something, I don't know. Calves, I don't know, something. No legs. All heart, though, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, it was an amazing performance.
It was.
I was busy for most of it, but, like, I don't think I've even talked about this. Like, for the last 2 rounds of that, everybody was already gone to the hospital except for a few of us.
Yeah.
And I gathered us up, and we sat and ate food and watched those last 2 rounds. And then, like, another car was ready to take us to the hospital, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did see the conclusion of that fight. But, like, I heard it was super dicey early on, which made it even more impressive.
Yeah.
I didn't see that because we were very, very busy. But, yeah. I would like to see Joy Benavidez win because he's a fucking great fighter and a really nice guy when I deal with him. He's fucking cool.
Okay. That's good. And then
you didn't know that I fuck with him, did you?
No, you did.
You didn't know
you talked about it. You talked about it.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys are music. You guys are music buddies. We know. You guys are music buddies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we know. We're up to date.
Music friends.
Yeah. Damian Maia versus Rocco or Martin.
Is his name for shoot Rocco?
R-O. How do you spell Rocco?
It's two C's.
Yeah. R-O-C-C-O.
Yeah, that's Rocco.
That's Rocco Martin.
Okay.
Damian
it's
Maia.
hard for me to root against the Rocco because
go.
Rocco Siffredi is my hero of all time. Controversial as that may be, it's not the only controversial hero in my fucking pantheon of heroes.
Yes. We got the Branches, the Darrens.
However,
Mhm.
I'm going to go with Damian Maia.
Yes.
Because I love it when Damian Maia wins.
Yeah.
And I want him to win by rear naked choke.
Of course. I want him to make more juice. More brain juice.
Ew.
That is still the best thing ever. It's just like it's like I ain't tapping. You don't have to break my jaw. Oh, I'm tapping. My brain's on the floor. Like legit, my brain's on the floor. You said I make that brain juice.
It happens. He did make some brain juice.
Oh man, that is the sexiest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's just looking at that squeeze.
I wouldn't describe that as sexy.
Oh, it's so. I don't know, something about it makes me happy. Like it makes my skin bubble and it makes me so happy.
Okay, what's next?
After that, it just kind of drops off on anybody else. Roosevelt Roberts versus Vince Philic.
Who is Emily Whitmire fighting?
Emily Whitmire. Let me go look at this. Probably in the prelims. Let me check that out real quick. Amanda Ribas, or
I was told that they were getting a little physical at the weigh-in.
let's look and see. This has not made news, but we will look and see.
Young Casey told me that, and I guess there's some pictures up, but I guess they pulled them. Hopefully they're still fighting. Hopefully they didn't take any drastic action against either woman.
Let's see. Doesn't look like there's any news about them getting removed from the card. Only person that got removed was some guy who had a medical issue.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I really hope Emily wins.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it. All right.
Just
So,
want to say that out loud
let her
where
know.
somebody can hear it.
Let
Because
it-
like, I don't know this person, and
Mhm.
I doubt that I'll ever really get a chance to know this person, but I hope she wins.
Nice.
Anthony,
Darren,
I don't want to hear any weird news.
you sure?
We discussed weird news. We were already talking about how black people were the original people and shit.
That's
pretty
not weird. That's not weird news. That's like half the half. I'm not gonna get into it, but we'll say yeah. I was gonna let you know that there's 2 challenges going on.
All right, go ahead and hit me with your weird news, dude.
Okay. So apparently there's like a trend with like removing like beer bottles with chopsticks.
What do you mean removing them?
Like remember removing? I'm sorry. Decapping or
Opening them?
Yeah, opening them. Decapping.
Okay, so some people can open beer bottles with chopsticks.
Yes. And I didn't
I
look at
can figure out a couple ways to do that. Okay, so
yeah, but apparently it's like in Asia it's like a trend of them doing that, and there's also a trend of people going to the emergency room because chopsticks are being impaling them in their hand and they can't remove it.
yeah, they're being ambitious and shit. They're trying to do the cool one,
Yeah.
and then it goes in through their hand.
Yeah, and so you can just see pictures of people's just like sticking out the other side of their hand, poking through their
All
skin.
right, so I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah,
We're not doing that.
yeah, and then
Do not attempt.
The-
This lighter, a Bic lighter is the best bottle opener in the world.
you just like would you just heat it up or you just like put it against it?
You what?
Heat it up or you put it against it?
Wait a second, Anthony. I think you might just change my life.
Why?
I just put it up against it.
Yeah,
But heating it up should make it easier to open.
does it? I guess yeah, I guess it would. Yeah, I never thought. Let me
It
see.
should expand the metal a
Yes,
teeny tiny bit.
yes. Heating it up. Heating up.
Anthony,
I don't-
Anthony,
That might be
you either
dangerous.
just
No,
burned my
no,
hand off-
no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea.
Why?
Because if the bottle's cold, don't do that.
It'll pop.
It might shatter the glass. I wouldn't say let's not do that. Let's not try that out.
Oh, that would have been so fun.
That would have been so
See,
terrible.
We were almost in the emergency room and you ruined it.
It's such a great thing that like because you know what would have either way I would have been bad guy, but I'm happier I'm a bad guy in this way. It's like Anthony tricked me. He set me up. I can't do.
I wouldn't blame you. I was the one that said that dumb shit. All
Yeah.
right, what's the second thing?
Oh, the other thing is just that Max Holloway is starting a trend on the internet by being able to open a bottle with a kick, like open a twist top with a kick.
Okay.
Yes, so like that's
Consistently, or he's done it?
he's done it. Like he has a video of him doing it. It's like apparently it's some bottle cap challenge, and he's like, "Hey, John Mayer, you."
I
got-"
want to see him open 3 like that in one take.
I mean, I'm sure he was taking vodka when he did it because it's a Tito's bottle. I'll show you a video.
I'm just saying, I want to see him do 3 in one take. Like, if we sit here for an hour, I bet you can do some shit, you know?
Yeah. Come on, Twitter, give me that play.
Just a bottle of Tito's. He's gonna spin kick it open.
Yeah, he's been kicking open with his foot.
Okay, I see. And then it has to come off the cap.
Yeah, it's just to come off. Yeah, and he's like, "That's the challenge, John Mayer. You're up next."
Oh wait, so that's open?
That's open. Yeah, it's open.
Okay. I
You
see.
think? Can you do?
See,
it?
I think that's not open.
You think so?
That's still closed.
You gotta like it's gotta
You
fly
spun it.
off.
You spit opening
You
it.
gotta fly it. It has to be
know
a
what?
brand new bottle. Actually, you know what? You should do a
I
brand new
challenge you,
bottle.
Max Holloway, to actually do the motherfucking challenge. Like, that's not an open bottle, dude.
Actually, it is an open bottle. He should do it with a brand new closed bottle.
Yeah, you didn't even open an open bottle.
Yeah, that's exactly. You're absolutely right. I gave you
This
clout
is
for
bullshit.
nothing. I gave you clout
Fuck
for
that
nothing, Max
shit.
Holloway. I thought about
Max
this.
Holloway's the man, but this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
You didn't even do the challenge, dude.
You can't challenge other people, so stop it.
Just
Stop
because you're the best
it.
fighter at 45 and 55, possibly, doesn't mean that you just did what you said you did.
You didn't do it.
That was not an open bottle, and it was already pre-opened.
You are.
Had the cap fallen off, I'd give you credit.
I'd be a little bit
Had
more
the
impressed.
bottle been truly sealed, and then you cracked the seal and spun it a bit, I'd give you partial credit.
There you go.
But since you did neither of these things, you get no credit.
Okay.
I want to see the next dude to throw the spin kick, because maybe you'll do the thing for real.
Yeah, John
Anthony?
Mayer. John Mayer, do it.
I'm rooting for John Mayer.
There you
He got
go.
Jennifer Aniston. He can do this.
Yes.
Anthony,
Darren.
I'm done.
All right.
I'm tapping out. I'm going to go find myself in a horror movie, and I will tell you all about it on the next episode.
Awesome.
This is goodbye for real, and goodbye to the internet. Goodbye, internet.